Hey everyone! Welcome back to Old Charles, the channel where we dive into the fascinating world of coins and collectibles. Today, we're talking about an iconic coin, the 1986 5-cent Jefferson Nickel from the United States. We'll explore its history, design, minting details, and most importantly, its current value. So stick around, because you might just have one of these nickels hiding in your pocket or collection. First, let's talk about the history of the Jefferson Nickel. This design has been in circulation since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. The coin features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, one of America's founding fathers and the third President of the United States. Designed by Felix Schlag, this iconic image of Jefferson on the obverse and his Virginia home, Monticello, on the reverse has been a staple of U.S. coinage for decades. Now, let's get specific with the 1986 Jefferson Nickel. The obverse features Thomas Jefferson's left-facing profile with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1986. On the reverse, we see the famous Monticello, with the words E Pluribus Unum, United States of America, and the denomination 5 cents. The Philadelphia Mint produced around 396 million nickels, while the Denver Mint struck approximately 357 million. Proof versions were minted in San Francisco with a production of about 3 million. With such high mintages, these coins were common in circulation. Now comes the question everyone's been waiting for: how much is a 1986 Jefferson nickel worth today? Let's break it down by condition. If your 1986 nickel has seen significant wear, it's likely worth only face value, 5 cents. These are still very common. In uncirculated or mint state, a 1986 nickel from Philadelphia or Denver can fetch anywhere from $0.25 to $1.00. Coins graded higher, like MS-66 or MS-67, can be worth $10 to $25, especially if they have sharp strikes and no visible flaws. Proof coins from San Francisco, with their mirror-like finish, are more valuable. These can be worth $2 to $5, depending on their condition. It's important to note that coins with unique errors, such as misstrikes or doubling, can be worth significantly more, sometimes $50 or higher, depending on the rarity of the error. So, how can you determine if your 1986 nickel is valuable? Here are some tips. Check the mint mark. Proof coins with the S mark or high-grade Denver and Philadelphia coins are your best bets. Look for errors. These could include die cracks, off-center strikes, or double dies. Evaluate the coin's condition. The fewer scratches and blemishes, the better. If you think you have a rare or valuable coin, consider getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Certification can increase its value and credibility for collectors. That's all for today's deep dive into the 1986 Jefferson Nickel. While most of these coins are only worth face value, finding a high-grade or error version could make it a hidden treasure. So, don't overlook those nickels in your change jar. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. It was designed to honor Thomas Jefferson, one of America's founding fathers, the principal author of the Declaration of Independence, and the third President of the United States, 1801 to 1809. The design was the result of a public competition, and the winning entry was created by artist Felix Schlag. The coin's obverse features a left-facing portrait of Jefferson, while the reverse showcases his Virginia home, Monticello, an enduring symbol of his legacy. This design has become one of the longest-running in U.S. coinage, remaining in circulation for decades with only slight modifications. The 1986 Jefferson nickel was minted during the final years of a turbulent economic era in the United States. The early 1980s saw a recession, but by 1986, the economy was improving under. Coinage played a critical role in the nation's commerce during this period. In terms of design, the 1986 nickel remained unchanged from Felix Schlag's original work, which was modified in 1942 to make Jefferson's features and Monticello's details sharper. However, the coin still carried the same weight, 5 grams, and composition, 75% copper and 25% nickel, which had been in use since the series began. Known for its large-scale production, this mint struck approximately 396,040,000 nickels that year. Coins from Philadelphia are identified produced 357-240-000 nickels in 1986, marked with a D. Responsible for the proof versions, these coins were struck with a mirror-like finish and a frosted design, specifically made for collectors. Only 3-013-190 proof coins were minted in 1986, each bearing the S mint mark. The Jefferson nickel has been a vital part of U.S. currency, facilitating everyday transactions for over 85 years. Its simple yet elegant design captures the spirit of American history and leadership. By 1986, the Jefferson nickel had already achieved status as a beloved and widely recognized coin. Though it was primarily a workhorse of commerce, the Jefferson nickel also became a favorite among collectors. Over the years, error coins, proof strikes, and high-grade uncirculated examples have added an element of rarity and intrigue to an otherwise common piece of currency. Here's a detailed explanation of the conditions for the 1986 Jefferson nickel, including how condition impacts its value. Coins are evaluated based on their condition, which directly affects their desirability and value. The condition is assessed using the Sheldon coin grading scale, which ranges from 1, poor, to 70, perfect mint state. Let's break down the common conditions for the 1986 Jefferson nickel and what they mean. Moderate contact marks with good luster. The details are sharp. Proof coins are specially struck for collectors with a polished planchet and mirrored finish. A near-flawless proof coin with minimal imperfections and stunning reflectivity. A premium-grade proof coin with perfect strike, mirror surfaces, and no visible